Hello, greetings, my friends. I wanted to wish you a wonderful, wonderful day, a wonderful Sunday for the day of the sun. And yesterday I talked about the idea that what we believe we make real. It is very important to understand that. It is, and to respect the beliefs of others, even if they're completely opposite to yours. Just focus on your own destiny, on your own beliefs. And for me, I'm trying to teach the fact that only the love of God is real. So that is really what I'm seeking to teach and to bring as much as possible into these beliefs, although it is just a belief, but we make it real. And so the divine will, the divine love, and divine wisdom can increase within our life. We align our will with the will of, there is only one will, but to align our will, our thoughts, words, and action with the highest good of all. And so it is just a point of view. For there are many, many points of view, and I'm just expressing my own. What I'm teaching is my own personal unfoldment in spirituality. But there are many other people that are choosing a very different path, and they will get back home as well. And there is not a right and wrong. There is whatever works for you, and I'm trying to offer ideas that can be still universal, can be used universally, no matter what your faith is or your belief. For right now, we're living in a society that's very rigid and heavy, and we want to move into a society that's fluid and light. And so for that, there's this great chaos that is unfolding for everything, and chaos is a prerequisite for order. For that is necessary, so it will shake. The world will be shaken up in January, February, and even this year. But stay focused on your own self, on your own joy, on your own center. I'm going to pull a few cards. For it is very much the truth shall set you free. They've discovered there is this unstoppable virus that is coming along. They don't know how to stop it. It is the virus of truth. It is a virus of love, of joy, of light, and it is the awakening of the planet. They're trying to do everything they can to stop it. They're broadcasting fear on through the waves. They're doing the confinement. They're trying to teach people to stay separate from each other, but it doesn't work. The love and light is still growing within everybody's heart, and it is unstoppable. They really don't know how to stop it. It will go viral, and it will ignite the world into this great new society. So trust that, know that, be part of that as much as possible, and tune into your own inner self and guidance. So let's share a little bit of that enthusiasm. I'm going to pull 10 cards to see what the tarot may reflect to us. Different cards than in the French reading. So it is very much a confirmation of what I'm talking about. It is the situation is into the sea. It is about jumping into the sea, going back to the source. And into the sea, we find the message in the bottle, we find the signs, we find the alignment, we find the synchronicity. What we see before us is the young, it's the inspired action. This year is going to be a year of action. Yes, the year before was really much a year of introspection and transmutation. But now we transmuted, we're going to need to move forward. And we see that before us. It's going to be a great deal of action. What we have in our subconscious, our distant subconscious, in the distant past, what's beneath is the wind of change. For we felt that there is a change, great deal of change, and right now the situation is here and now. So we are moved into this here and now. We are conscious. It is us here and now, and so it is where the power lies, to be here and now, and to allow ourselves to return to center and to breathe in the here and now. What's coming up in the near future is this beautiful card of soulmates. We're going to come together with soulmates. There's not just one. There are many. Well, not that many, but there are some people where we have deep soul connection with, and we need to harvest, to cultivate, to attract those connections, because we'll make each other feel really good just being in the presence of each other, and maybe also deep relationships as well. Our strengths within the situation is happy circumstances. So it may feel random, but it's not random. It is something that has been planned for it to happen. And we just know yourself as lucky and be ready for miracles. What comes to us from the outside world is the time of departing, the time of living, for there is this brand new cycle that is before us. What we feel in our hopes and fear, in our inner emotion, is flexibility. We have to remain flexible, to be adaptive, to be to still be because we're still in this midst of transition. So we want to don't put to impose too many limitations and forget about what the other expect. Just be true to yourself. Just follow that. We'll talk about this a little bit. And the outcome is conflict and chaos. For it is really much about that. It is that chaos is prerequisite for order. It is very much what needs to be done. Everything needs to, all the old that is no longer wanted has to be coming up to the surface, to be known, to be recognized, and it will be transmuted. It will be evacuated, and there will be no more of that. For the inner light is making itself known. Our inner self is ready to communicate more and more with us. We just got to give it permission and to know we are ready. For it is about creating this peace in your heart, the rest, the relaxation, the meditation, the invocation, the practices, the spiritual practices. This is really important now, as it was always, but now more than ever, to rest and relax, to be in a state of relaxation and calm. For that is what brings you into the state of peace and balance. And what does bring you into the state of peace is this ability to center, to learn to go back to center, to return to the state of peace, and to be aware of those things that makes you come out of that state of total peace, and that creates the emotional agitation. I'm going to talk about this a little bit too. Just expressing thoughts here, ideas, and so 2021 is a 5-year reminding us of the fifth dimension. We have 5 fingers. We were given that to remind ourselves there's these higher planes of reality. And so there's going to be choose carefully what you empower. Just choose the best. Choose the best plan for you is the plan of God. God already knows all of that, all of your desires, and can make it happen. So when you do not know what you want, just choose to allow to say, beloved, I am present. So, I want what you want for me. May your will be done, not mine. Or beloved guide, show me the way. There is all kinds of authorization you can give in order to be more connected. So it is something that will develop this relationship to the invisible world through telepathic process. For we are different people that we were 10 years ago, or even 5 years ago, or 1 year ago, or even a month ago. Everything is shifting really quickly now. We have to be aware of our causal body. The causal body is where the thoughts are being sponsored. When there is and thoughts will generate other thoughts and other thoughts and other thoughts. But what is the first thought that generates the train of thought? And so when we're in a positive emotional situation, the train of thoughts is positive. But when the thoughts begin from a negative, from a heavy emotional state, it is usually not so positive. The train of thoughts can go. So it is about monitoring that causal body to know if something is not starting from a positive point, not to cultivate it too long. Try to stop it before 17 seconds. It is the process that was given, 15 to 17 seconds. If you can stop it and return to breathe and return to center, to make peace, and then start a new process of thought from a positive state. And then at which point you want to milk it as much as possible. You want to go as far as possible with a positive train of thought to enrich it. And at some point you arrive at a dead end, or you're going off the rail, or and that is the time where you just let it go. You've created that. And the universe will if you connect it to your guidance, will let you know that this is the place to stop, and you just let it go and trust that the good thoughts will have taken a life of their own, and will be on the process of manifesting. And then you seek out what's your next passion, what's your next good feeling thoughts that you can milk and you can develop and you can unfold. So it is this process that is going on. The key, what does resonate with me? What is true for me? It doesn't matter what anybody else say or believe. It's what is true for you, what resonates with you. And it is okay to feel good. It is okay to be to turn to joy. It is okay you're going to receive the call if you have not received it. For this is the final step, and there was a step before 2021. And from 2021 on, it's really this marker So stick to your meditation, your invocation, your spiritual practice, whatever feels right for you. For the kingdom of heaven is within yourself, and no one can touch that. God can never be touched by the darkness or ignorance. It is very, and it's like we have this very refined universe within ourselves that we haven't yet discovered, or maybe we've touched a bit on it, but not with so much more to discover. For there is a great deal of diversity within the spiritual ascension path. Like I said, there's so many people, so many approaches, and it's like everybody's got a unique connection, and some people can develop a very different connection to yours, and doesn't mean that it is right for them, and so allow them to go through their process and not to debate in polemic in terms of I am right, I am wrong. It is just what is right for you, what may be right for someone else. For right now, we're in a community that's made this agreement to live in the physical 3D reality, but our consciousness is in fourth dimension. Eventually, we're going to move our physicality, collective physicality, into fourth dimension, but our consciousness will be in fifth dimension. Eventually, we'll move into fifth dimension physicality, well, more on the light realm, and our consciousness will reach the sixth dimension, and so on, and 6 and 7, and so on. But it will take a little while. But also wanted to say that it's very important to pay attention to your dreams. Some of them are just mental construct, but not all. Some of them are very important messages or memories or information. So do not dismiss the dreams as something meaningless. Some of them are very important. And for the many revelation will come through that. Mastery that we seek is the cooperation with our source reality, accessing the cosmic mind. Soon we'll be accessing this great mind of the one that is all, all that is one, and the one that is all. And so it goes through the I am presence. And so it is, and there is no need for technology to access our inner power. We do not need any sort of technology. Very soon we'll have extraterrestrial technology that will enhance our frequency, that will allow us to accelerate this process of transmutation and connecting to our higher self. But right now, present-day technologies are not assisting to do that. Just thought I come, and then now I'm wanted to pull a few cards, and I'm gonna push a button. It's like there shouldn't be buttons to be pushed, but to create these words, I'm gonna use the words and talk about a subject that will probably create an emotional reaction. And so the highest wisdom is doubt. It's letting go of doubt. Doubt is a dead center. What we need to understand is liberation. To already know you're free. You're free to experience this new energy. And the card, what we need to do is energy. And the outcome will be success. So it is all there. It is all there. It is about just the little doubts that is preventing us. If Moses was in any doubt that God could open the sea for him at the time where he tried to exit, God would have not done it. It's an image, but it's like our faith can move mountains. If we're sure, we have to have sure of our faith, and then miracles will happen. But we work with that. We're just patient with that. So I just wanted to talk about what resonates with me, what is true for me. Go back to that and to utilize this word. Please do not react to that. These words I'm going to use. A lot of people are reacting to that. There is this great polemic around it. It's the word vaccine. For some people, the resonance of that vaccine is something they're waiting for. And so if they get it, they're going to feel so much better. They're going to be reassured. Yet if they believe that those who do not get vaccinated are criminals and dangerous, they will get sick themselves, because it is the law of cause and effect. Yet for me, I do not need that. I do not feel it is necessary. Yet I know if I was to be vaccinated, Spirit says in 48 hours, he would be completely evacuated. It would be like a bee sting, and that nothing more. And the galactics, people do not know that, but they've been authorized to deactivate all the chips and all those things, so it's not as toxic. Another information that was given is that the Russian vaccine is the safest of all, because it's a placebo. It's like mineral water. The Russian people were smart enough to protect their population, coming out with a non-active virus, but it's my intuition that confirms to me that. But in essence, in order for me to get this vaccination, they would probably have to pull me by force. I wouldn't want it, but it's me. Some people will feel really reassured by this thing. So just do not react or get crazy about it, because this big media thing about all those who really want it and those who are really opposed to it. Like in America, the vaccine has been made available to the medical care professional, but the majority do not want it. So they're really having a hard time to to sell the propaganda around that, for it is, but it will not be as toxic as people believe. It will not. It will be more benign than we think. Although you want to protect your children, if you're not yourself for the vaccines, just be careful to protect your children against that. For there's still maybe some toxins within those things. Just sort of express my thoughts about that, but there is not all that many. For its understanding that our belief that makes it real. If we believe something is good for us, it will probably be good for us. If we believe that something is bad for us, it will probably be bad for us. So because we are creator, we have this amazing power of creation to make our beliefs real. So focus on love, on light, on freedom, on joy, and abundance, prosperity, health, and it's far better than being opposing all those things that you do not want. It's like, because that will drag you on to the older past. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. If you want a private session, do not hesitate to send me an email. If you thank you for your likes, for your share, for your comments, for your donations, and also thank you for your wishes. I'm going to sing this song. It's an old gospel song. So it was. It also talks about the fact that our beliefs makes it real. It's at some point it says, "How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed." You have to believe in grace for it to appear in your life. It's called Amazing Grace. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. So let us be grateful for this grace that has appeared as soon as we believe. For the love, let us be grateful that we found love. For love is eternal. It's just it was always there. I was always there, waiting for it to be recognized. And the situation of the day, the card of the day from the Archangel, is the 4 of Raphael. She's on the beach playing with it says, looking into other possibility, look into the magical side of life, becoming aware of your emotions. So it's also being a master of our thoughts, to learn to master, to utilize the invisible power of your guides as well, to align you, to teach you day after day, to be initiated, to process, to choose the thought carefully, what we're going to cultivate as much as possible, and to let it unfold in the most gracious way. I thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.